Yo, what up? You already know who it is. It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with yet another video. So, before we get into this video, I'd like to thank everybody who comes to my channel to get the good content. We appreciate you getting Blacklight Revelations 2 to 1,000 subscribers. Please try to help me get this channel to 1,000 subscribers as well by smashing the like button, sharing this bad boy out, and making sure that you drop a comment on every video that we post. Help these videos move up into the algorithm because this is important information for everybody to hear. So now, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about some Kang size sentences for some non-violent crimes. All right. Two men who were sentenced nearly life sentences for marijuana related crimes. But this is stuff that doesn't happen in the United States, right? All we do is just bitch and complain. All we do is just be Marxist. And all this is liberal bullshit and talking points, right? Well, if that's the case, then I'd like somebody to explain these two articles. All right. So let's get into this. This article here is from ABC 25, and it says a homeless man sentenced to life in prison for a $20 marijuana sale is freed after 12 years. So I guess this Kang should be happy that he got freed after 12 years, seeing that marijuana is legal now, right? All right. So here it says in 2008, Fate Winslow was approached by a plainclothes undercover police officer in Shreveport, Louisiana, looking for some marijuana. Winslow, recently homeless at the time, borrowed a friend's bike and came back 10 minutes later with two small bags of marijuana worth $20, according to the Innocence Project New Orleans, who represented Winslow. The officer arrested Winslow, and because Winslow had 3 prior crimes, a burglary of a business when he was 17 in 1985, a car burglary in 1995, and possession of cocaine when he was 36, the $20 sale landed Winslow a life sentence, according to IPNO. Kang shit, right? On Wednesday, Winslow walked free after his case was resentenced for 12 years with credit for time already served. His case highlights the issues within the criminal justice system, IPNO said in a statement. You think? There are hundreds of individuals serving life sentences for non-violent crimes in Louisiana, said G. Park, Winslow's attorney and the executive director of IPNO. Instead of throwing the book at Mr. Winslow and sentencing him to life imprisonment just because we could, does not mean that was constitutional, legal, or humane. But the only thing that you're leaving out is that constitutional, legal, and humane don't apply to black people when it comes to the United States. Duh. He received an obsessively excessive sentence given his life circumstance and crime, and today we are correcting that unconstitutional, inhumane sentence. Well, what about the unconstitutional, inhumane, everything else you've done in history? The district attorney's office, according to the IPNO, agreed that Winslow did not receive effective counsel at his original sentencing. The office has agreed to the relief sought by Winslow in his application for post-conviction relief, the IPNO said. CNN reached out to Caddo Parish District Attorney's Office, but has not received a response. Of course not. But with 15 states and Washington, D.C. having legalized recreational cannabis, the drug has become a multi-billion-dollar industry in the United States that no black person has gotten rich from, although it remains illegal under federal law. All right. So there's that. As states legalize marijuana's recreational use, more advocates have called for the expungement of marijuana-related criminal convictions. After legalizing cannabis in 2019, for example, Illinois offered relief to roughly 770,000 residents with marijuana-related offenses on their records, according to the Marijuana Policy Project. New York made a similar move in 2019, though recreational marijuana is not legal in the state. More than 150,000 people had their marijuana convictions sealed in the state after Governor Andrew Cuomo signed a bill into law in July. My dad and I got closer while he was imprisoned, Faith Winslow, Canada, Winslow's daughter, said in a statement. I cannot wait to have my dad back fully in my life. Another absent father as a result of imprisonment in the United States system, for an non-violent crime. 12 years is a long time, too long. He deserves a second chance, and I'm so glad that he's getting one. What do you think about that? Well, it doesn't matter what you think about it because it's right here and it's real. And here goes another one. Michigan man seeks release 25 years into 60-year sentence for selling pot. A Michigan man sentenced up to 60 years in prison in 1996 for a marijuana dealing conviction is hoping to cut his remaining time behind bars. Michael Thompson, 68, of Flint, has served nearly 25 years of his sentence and won't have a chance for parole until his late 80s. Thompson was denied clemency by then Governor Rick Snyder 2 years ago, but a now movement called Free Michael Thompson has gained traction. It includes a website dedicated to sending emails and letters as well as making calls to Governor Gretchen Whitmer. "I can't die in here," Thompson said in a phone interview from Muskingum Correctional Facility with WNEM in Flint. "For what? Some marijuana and some guns locked in a closet?" Investigators say Michael sold 3 pounds of marijuana to an undercover informant in Michigan, where the drug has now been legalized for recreational use. His attorney said many of the guns were antiques inside of a locked closet. They stacked the gun charges on top of the marijuana charge as if they were used in the sale of weed, and in fact it wasn't, said Kimberly Corral, Thompson's attorney. Thompson wasn't supposed to own any weapons because he had prior nonviolent drug crimes. Oh, imagine that. Prior nonviolent drug crimes. But that doesn't happen, right? Kang shit. That's how you get a Kang-size sentence. Anyway, that's when Michigan's habitual offender law kicked in. Thompson's former drug convictions pushed his maximum sentence to 60 years. Judge Judith Fullerton put the maximum at 40 years. Imagine that. Way to go, Judge Judith Fullerton. I wonder how many other people you did that to. Genesee County Prosecutor David Layton told the TV station that he is willing to work with Thompson's attorneys to see what can be done for Thompson's case. 40 to 60 years is a harsh sentence, even in a second-degree murder case, Layton said. Thompson only hopes that he could have seen his family one last time. "I've lost a lot. I've lost my son. He was my best friend, and I loved him. My favorite nephew. I lost my mother and my father. All the losses for what? I'm in here and I didn't kill anyone," Thompson said. Well, of course. According to the prosecutor Layton, a plea bargain with then prosecutor Art Bush was rejected by the judge in the case. Sounds a lot like Kamala Harris. There was a plea bargain offered by then prosecutor Bush, prosecutor Layton said, in that he can plead guilty to the drug crimes and the weapon crimes would be dismissed. That plea bargain was rejected by the judge that forced the case to go to trial. Thompson was found guilty and received a 60-year sentence. Michael is the longest-serving nonviolent offender in Michigan, Corral said. Layton says even though it's legal today, selling that much marijuana is still a crime, but not for 60 years. "I suspect it would be more in single digits," prosecutor Layton said. "I don't think it would even be a 10-year felony." With his appeals exhausted, he asked for clemency from Governor Rick Snyder, but was denied. He's now asking Governor Gretchen Whitmer to consider that option, while the movement Free Michael Thompson has gained traction. The site is dedicated to sending emails, letters, and calls to Governor Whitmer. The site says more than 21,000 actions have been taken so far. Let's look at this. Free Michael Thompson. This is it. This is the site. Free Michael Thompson. His name is Michael Thompson. In 1994, he sold weed to an undercover informant in Michigan. He has been in prison ever since. It has been 25 years, and he still has 35 years left to serve. Michael is 68 years old now. In other words, he was given a life sentence for selling weed. His mother, his father, his only son died while he was in prison, and a recreational marijuana has been legalized in Michigan. Now we're going to fight to get Michael free, and we can do it. We must. All right? We still need you. Tell Governor Whitmer to set Michael Thompson free. All right? This is it. This is the site. So I'm going to put a link to this in the description box. I'm going to hashtag Michael Thompson's name. And what I'd like everybody to do, because this is what we need to do, is make sure that you share this video out. Make sure that you post this on Twitter. Make sure that you post this on Facebook, because this guy is serving a cruel and unusual sentence for a non-violent crime, like so many people are here in the United States. In order for things to start changing, we need to stop being ridiculous and we need to start supporting one another. And this is one of the ways to do it. So again, I'm going to hashtag his name. Make sure that you share this out. Make sure that you go to that website, fill out that petition. I will be doing the same thing. And let's try to get this guy free, because there's no reason why marijuana should be being sold legally in that state and this guy is rotting behind jail, and you have racists out here calling everybody Kangs and everything that goes on pseudoscience while this is actually happening. All right, so that's it. That is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So before you close this out, please make sure that you smash the like button. Please make sure that you drop us a comment. Make sure that you hit the bell icon twice. All right, I think I figured it out. What we need is 1 like for every 10 views that we get. So please, if you come in here, make sure that you like the video, make sure that you drop a comment, and make sure that you share it. Help us move up in the algorithm so everybody can get this news and information that is necessary for us to continue to be competitive and maintain sustenance. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Also, make sure that you follow all of the Blacklight Revelations satellite channels, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.